half of all digital marketing budgets are going up in smoke. Companies are pouring 57% of their budgets into digital marketing, yet over 30% of marketeers admit they are getting little to no return on that investment. If you own a company, it's very likely that you are or you have been in the same boat. So, where is all this money going? Today, I'm diving deep into why digital marketing performance is tanking, and more importantly, how smart brands are turning the game around. Better than that, how can you, whether you are a business owner, a corporate marketeer, or an investor, actually make sure your digital strategy doesn't turn into an expensive game of trial and error?
Fucking shit.
Let's break this down. Digital marketing isn't a problem, and the game isn't rigged. It has more to do with the way most of us are using ads. Most businesses are stuck in the emergent phase of the bandwagon with the same tactics and the same rationales. They keep throwing money at ads, agencies, and automated tools without actually integrating those efforts into a cohesive and data driven strategy. And the results obviously are underwhelming. The good news is a precise diagnosis can take us closer to the solution, and there are a few points deepening the problem. First, digital marketing is still treated as a side hustle, not a core function. Most companies have a digital team, sure, but is it connected to sales, to the finance team, to strategy? Usually not. Investment in digital marketing is not the same as a fully integrated digital strategy. Therefore, the results achieved don't align with the business goals. At the same time, marketeers are drowning in data but starving for insights. Businesses are investing 37% more in analytics, but most teams can convert their data into clear and actionable decisions. Without clear KPIs, all they get is noise. Not making our lives any easier are the customer journeys. They are a mess nowadays. With consumers hopping across social media, websites, and emails, only 40% of marketeers have a system to track engagement properly. Tracking engagement has become more complex than ever, and if you can track it, you can optimize it. However, the privacy crackdown is killing third party data. With privacy rules tightening, companies relying on cookies are struggling to understand their customers without them. Collating first party data is a challenge to marketeers, but many don't even have a strategy to use it effectively. And as if the mix wasn't already tangled enough, there is too much outsourcing, not enough ownership. Nearly one third of digital marketing efforts are handled by agencies. Great for execution, terrible for brand consistency and real time strategy. In essence, if an agency is running the show, how do you expect to build a cohesive brand strategy? In other words, most companies are spending more but getting less.
Digital marketing is the biggest scam and waste of time, and here's why. 90% of the people telling you to start a business, how to start a business, building a business, growing on social media have never done any of those themselves.
Before you lose hope, we are not all doomed. There are strategic shifts companies can make to get ahead. But before we move on, let me ask you a small favor. If this video has been adding value to you, could you be so kind and drop a flame icon in the comments? No need for a written comments if you don't have the time. Just a flame icon will do, okay? So how do winners, the ones who actually get a massive return on investment, approach digital marketing differently? As a rule of thumbs, they treat digital marketing as a lab investment, not an expense. 67% of marketeers say that they test and experiment, yet only 47% of them actually invest in A/B testing and innovation. This is probably one of the most important things I'll say in this video. Winning brands aren't just testing which ads get more clicks. They are experimenting with entire business models, pricing strategies, and customer segments. Amazon, Netflix, even McDonald's don't just launch campaigns. They run thousands of experiments every single day to test what works before going all the way in. Most brands, however, are stuck on tactical A B tests. Should this button be red or blue? The real winners are testing new audience segments, pricing strategies, even product innovations. Going beyond, it's not spending more, it's spending strategically. Which leads me to the next point. They go beyond marketing, they build cross functional powerhouses. If your CTO, CFO, and CMO aren't on the same page, your digital marketing is doomed. The best brands integrate finance, technology, and customer insights into marketing decisions because digital isn't just about getting traffic, it's about driving revenue, reducing costs, and scaling smart.
That's kind of elaborate.
Winning brands own their data. With third party cookies disappearing, first party is king. Brands that master first party data see 2 times more revenue growth and higher marketing efficiency. How? Because when you own the data, you know exactly who your best customers are, you personalize marketing for higher conversion rates, and save thousands on inefficient targeting. The more you understand your customers, the less you have to rely on expensive ads. Those brands also embrace AI and automation strategically. Only 12% of companies use AI in marketing, but those who do are seeing up to 2 times more revenue per engagement. AI isn't the lazy buddy that does things for us. It's how companies are automating customer segmentation, optimizing ad spend, and personalizing user experiences at scale. Remember, AI isn't the future, it's the present.
ठक्की टिक्की ठक्की टिक्की ठक्की टिक्की ठक्की टिक्की ठक्की टिक्की ठा
The bottom line is digital marketing isn't failing. We marketeers are. Those $600 billion poured into social ads, influencers, SEO tactics every year has become the game of everyone is doing it. The lack of matching returns is the result of throwing money into the digital void without a real strategy. If you are running a business, working in corporate marketing, or just investing in companies that rely on digital marketing, ask yourself these questions. Is your digital marketing strategy actually integrated across the business? Are you running real strategic experiments or just tweaking colors on your ads? Do you own your data or are you at the mercy of third party changes? And are you leveraging AI to optimize performance or still doing everything manually? Digital marketing isn't dead, it's just evolving. The mission of this channel is to bring the not so sexy perspective on marketing, move away from hacks and tactics to show how successful brands integrate their marketing into their entire business. I never say this, but consider subscribing. Can you imagine Apple, Disney, or Spotify's growth year on year being based on digital marketing hacks or top 5 tips and tricks? No, that's false advertising. But there is another way of doing it, and I would love to share with you. And if you got value from this content, hit the like button so those who ever felt like their marketing budget has been going straight into bonfire can see this. It's a small favor, but it means a lot. Thank you.